Healthy soil is the heartbeat of every thriving garden, yet many gardeners still pour fortunes into chemical fertilizers that promise instant results, but slowly drain the life from their land. The truth is, you don't need expensive products to build rich, fertile soil. What your garden really craves is compost, a natural, living food source for plants that you can make at home with almost no cost. Even better, when compost is prepared and applied correctly, it doesn't just improve growth. It transforms the entire health of your garden, boosting yield, improving soil texture, and helping your crops resist pests and diseases. This is where a low-cost compost system comes in. It's simple, effective, and practical for gardeners of all sizes. With the right steps and a little consistency, you can create a nutrient-packed compost system that matches and often outperforms expensive fertilizers. Let's explore how you can set up this system and turn everyday waste into a powerhouse for your garden. Chemical fertilizers may give plants a quick green-up, but they're like feeding your body only sugar-fast energy with no real nutrition. Over time, soils treated only with synthetic inputs become compacted, lifeless, and less productive. Compost, on the other hand, is a living system. It feeds not only your plants, but also the millions of beneficial microbes, fungi, and earthworms that make soil truly fertile. These living organisms break down organic matter, unlock nutrients, and create natural plant growth regulators that no store-bought bag of fertilizer can replicate. What makes compost especially powerful is its ability to release nutrients slowly, so plants receive balanced nourishment over time. It also improves water-holding capacity, which is vital in dry seasons, and adds structure to sandy or clay-heavy soils. The result is a thriving garden that grows strong, resilient crops without constant chemical dependency. You know, the beauty of compost is that you don't need anything fancy to start. The system works whether you have a large backyard or just a small garden. The key is balance and proper preparation. A low-cost compost system can be built using simple materials such as a pit, a pile, or even a basic bin made from old wood or mesh wire. The goal is to create the right conditions for organic matter to break down quickly and effectively into a dark, crumbly, nutrient-rich soil booster. Start by choosing a shady spot in your garden where the compost won't dry out quickly. If digging a pit, make it about 3 feet deep and 4 feet wide, large enough to hold waste but manageable to turn. If you prefer a pile, layer the waste directly on the ground and cover it with soil or dry leaves. A bin system is ideal for keeping things tidy, especially in small spaces. Compost thrives on diversity. The golden rule is to balance greens and browns. Greens are nitrogen-rich materials like vegetable scraps, fresh grass clippings and manure, while browns are carbon-rich items like dry leaves, shredded paper, sawdust and straw. This balance ensures efficient decomposition and prevents foul odours. Now you'll want to avoid adding meat, oils or diseased plants to your compost, since those can attract pests or spread problems, you know. Instead, just focus on kitchen waste, garden trimmings, animal manure and crop residues, all of which are usually pretty easy to find and, well, free. The greater the variety you toss in, the richer your final compost will be. One of the fastest ways to feed your crops with compost is by brewing up a compost tea. This liquid fertilizer, it extracts beneficial microbes and nutrients from compost right into water, making a supercharged drink for your plants. Here's a simple, low-cost formula you can use. Take 2 kilograms of well-decomposed compost and place it in a breathable bag like an old cloth sack. Then suspend the bag in 20 litres of clean water. Add 3 tablespoons of molasses or sugar to feed the microbes. Give the mixture a good stir each day and let it ferment for 5 to 7 days. The result is a nutrient-rich liquid you can dilute further before use. Just mix 1 litre of compost tea with 4 litres of water, then apply it directly to the soil around your plants, or spray it right on the leaves as a foliar feed. This boosts plant growth, strengthens immunity, and, well, jumpstarts soil life almost instantly. Sometimes compost can take too long to mature, leaving gardeners frustrated. To speed up the process, you can add natural accelerators that cost almost nothing. A mixture of animal manure and urine diluted with water provides the nitrogen boost that microbes need to work faster. Here's a tested formula you can try. Mix 5 kilograms of fresh cow or goat manure with 10 litres of water. Add 200 grams of wood ash to provide essential minerals like potassium and phosphorus. Pour this mixture evenly into your compost pile once a week. Keep the pile moist but not soggy and turn it regularly for aeration. Within 6 to 8 weeks, you'll have a rich compost ready to use. The secret to compost that truly transforms gardens is keeping it alive. Compost is not just decomposed matter, it's a living community of organisms. To keep it active, always ensure there's enough moisture, just like a squeezed sponge. Turning the pile every 2 weeks introduces oxygen, which keeps microbes thriving. If the compost smells bad, it's too wet or overloaded with greens, so add more browns like dry leaves or straw. If it's too dry and slow, sprinkle water or compost tea to re-energize it. Remember, healthy compost is dark, crumbly and has an earthy smell. Anything sour, rotten or slimy means you need to adjust the balance. How you use compost is just as important as how you make it. Spreading a thin layer on top of the soil improves structure, while mixing it into the planting holes gives seedlings a strong start. For vegetables, apply at least 2 handfuls of compost per plant and mix with the topsoil. For fruit trees, use 5 to 10 kilograms per tree, applied around the base and covered with mulch to lock in moisture. Compost tea, as explained earlier, works wonders when sprayed every 2 weeks. The combination of solid compost for long-term improvement and compost tea for quick nutrition ensures your garden never lacks energy. Using compost is not just about increasing yield. It reduces waste in your home by recycling kitchen scraps. It saves money that would otherwise be spent on chemical inputs. Most importantly, it builds soil health over time, creating a self-sustaining system where plants grow stronger each season without needing constant external help. By using a low-cost compost system, you're not only boosting your garden, you're investing in long-term soil fertility, resilience and food security. Your garden doesn't need expensive fertilizers to thrive. With a low-cost compost system, you can recycle waste, brew natural plant boosters, and build soil fertility that lasts for years. It's simple, affordable, and powerful enough to supercharge growth in any garden, big or small. All it takes is the right balance of ingredients, consistent care and patience. The reward is healthier crops, higher yields, and soil that grows richer with every season. If you found this guide valuable, make sure you hit the subscribe button on Growth Hub Central Crops. Share this with your fellow gardeners, and let's keep building stronger, healthier gardens together.